Right, friends, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome you in. Thank you for being here and sharing this time with me. The Yoga Sutras, it's actually like a book about yoga, and the second sutra, which is like the second chapter, starts off with Ana Yoga Anushasana, Hatha Yoga Anushasana. I think I said that wrong at the beginning. Hatha Yoga Anushasana, which just means now is time for yoga. And now is time for yoga. So let's start by taking your comfortable seat, and I'm just going to sit on this block, but you can sit on a blanket, whatever you like. And once you're settled, let's start by just lifting the arms. Take a nice big inhale. So we just lengthen ourselves, lift ourselves. And as you exhale, palms together, reverence, bring them down in front of your heart space, bow your chin, close your eyes. And settling into your seat, Hatha Yoga Anushasana. And even if you don't know what that means, the sounds of the syllables resonate so nicely. Hatha Yoga Anushasana. It's very nice. But now it's time for yoga. Now is your time. And into that we'll open practice and chant Om 3 times. Inhale to begin. Bowing your chin. Great reverence for yourself and your practice. Release your hands to your thighs. Lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay. All right, so we're just going to start with maybe give your hands a little shake, just to kind of move that energy in the wrists, the fingers. Okay, so we're going to start with I'm going to come actually really close. Let's see. So the skin under the eyes, like right where the bone is. And you can even just take your fingers and just lightly press right on the bone, right to the temples. And we'll just do that a few times. So you can even go bridge of the nose. So you're just feeling the bone here. And then we're going to find the center. So whatever you imagine the center is, I'm using 2 fingers. You could use 1. And just find that place right at the top of the bone and then push in. And just take a few breaths, so whatever fingers you're using. And then let the without moving, the fingers, let them just move over to the side a little bit. So you're bringing the skin over a little bit. And push in. Good. And then release your hands. Just pause for a moment. Feel the effects of that. Release the pressure. Good. And now we're going to take I'm using the middle finger. And just going to go right to the bridge of the nose, so right between the eyebrows. And I'm going to press up. So I'm not going to the third eye. I'm just really going to that space right where the eyebrows begin. And the bridge of the nose is there. And just push in. I'm bowing my chin a little bit. And I'm using the middle finger. I'm just going to slide it over the eyebrows. And the other fingers could come in, and trace the eyebrow till you get to the temple and then sweep to the hairline. And we'll just do that again. So you'll just find that space, bridge of the nose, push up, a little bit of pressure right into here. And close your eyes, breathe, and then slide over your eyebrows. So we're still on the brow bone and to the temple space and to the hairline and release. And let's do that one more time. So sinus cavities, upper sinus, in the eyebrows, just underneath and above and below the eyebrow. So the next thing we're going to do as you release this is take your, here, I'm going to use the middle fingers and I'm just going to lay them over the eyebrows, but really more pressure in the center here where they're meeting. I'll just move my fingers out of the way. And then, so I'm just above the eyebrows, and then we'll just slide the fingers. You can use any fingers you like. Just slide again to the temples and up to the hairline. And we'll do that one more time, or two more times, just above the eyebrows, a little bit of pressure. You might feel a part here, depending on, whatever your nasal passages are doing. You might feel some stuff. Whatever you feel is yours. And you just go, oh, I see you. Okay, I'm doing a fourth one. One more. And then we'll just let the hands rest and just kind of feel how the eyes and the area around the eyes have dropped. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is use all the fingers and just tap. And I'm just above the eyebrows, just maybe even moving to the forehead, just tapping from the center to the temple and back. Just do that a few times. And you can feel free to move anywhere on your forehead, just tapping. Breathe. Okay, and then we'll release just to feel. Just take one breath. Let it go. And then we're going to do the same tapping underneath like we did along just at the bone. So you're not really on any soft tissue. Just maybe at your cheekbones, anywhere there is fine. Just encourage a little bit of movement into these places that get a little stagnant. Good. And do one more to the temples, and then release your hands and just feel that. Yes. Okay. And then we're just going to pull the ears, and I've got these little things in, but just pull your earlobes and pull them down a few times, and then just trace around your earlobes, give them a little pull, or your ears, your full ears, all the way up to the top and back. And we'll just do one more round past there. And then again, just let your hands rest. Feel the things have already started to move a little bit there. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to go to the back of the neck like we did this at the end of class. And you can just, do whatever you do, mush the back of your neck. You can use both hands, do the shoulders. Just give yourself a little bit of love here. Soften your jaw. Yes, and just notice things tight. And that's okay, because we're taking the time to notice. Good. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of this. Can go on and on. This is just energy centers that get a little trapped. Good. Okay, and then let your hands rest. Yes, and just feel. Beautiful. All right, guys, so sweet. Okay, good. Let's start lying down. And then feel free to put a blanket down if you want some little bit of support underneath your torso, and maybe something for underneath your head. Okay, and let's bring the strap in. And actually, you know what? Let's do this too. Let's put I'm going to put 2 blocks, one on either side of me, just so I know where they are, just there. And it could also be blankets and stuff. We're probably going to do some Supta with the one leg lifted, and I'll use the block to support. So I'll just set that aside, and then we'll come to lie down. And once you're down, let's start with Windshield Wiper. So separate your feet, arms out to the side, and before we move side to side, we'll just feel the support of the floor. This reminder, I'm going to say this, that you are held in something bigger than yourself. Okay. And then beginning with an exhale to start to rock your knees very gently side to side. And this is just an opportunity to really feel what's happening in your body. Oh, my knee landed on the block, and that was kind of nice. So you like that. Move the blocks in, support. And start to find your breath. Good. Okay, let's just do one more on each side. And then you'll bring the knees up. And if it works for you to straighten your legs here, just extend the legs. And I'm going to take the arms up and over the head. So make it nice for yourself. And we're just starting with this nice extended body. And close your eyes or rest your gaze. You can let your feet flop. Just feel your breath moving in and out. It's a very nice, flowy way. So we're not putting any extra, your arms are relaxed, your legs are relaxed. And take one more breath in this relaxed place. And then beginning to extend your arms, open your hands, stretch through your legs. Maybe a little hip walking like we do. So one leg extends and that same arm might extend. And then the other side, whatever works, just to see, can you get a little longer here? Good. And then once you feel, nice and long, keep the feet active. You can soften through the mid-waist, the mid-back area, mid-belly. And just releasing. And when I say mid-back, mid-belly, what lives there is your diaphragm, this big muscle that literally separates the top half and the bottom half. That is, facilitates the breath. One more nice big breath in. And as you breathe out, let's bring the left knee into the chest. And if you need to bend the right leg, you're going to do that. And then just rocking this knee in and out. Good. Let's do that a couple times. And then just hugging this knee in as much as you can. Soften through your shoulders. You have your strap handy if it's better for you and the knee doesn't come in that, or the thigh doesn't move in that much, maybe use the strap. Good. And then just softening the inner body. Good. One more moment. And then we'll release and we'll take the arms over the head again, stretch the legs. You can even let your feet flop for a moment. Just be in the relaxed phase of this extended Supta Tadasana. So lying down mountain pose. And then start to activate your legs and make your feet like you're standing on them. Extend through your arms. And then take a moment to soften the mid-waist. Take the bottom ribs, the top ribs, just let them soften in. We'll inhale. And exhale, right knee in, change the interlace. And just rock this knee gently in and out. Little flexion in the right foot. And then I'm going to allow this thigh to just come in as tight as it can. Soften your shoulders, your jaw, even your outer hips a little bit if you can. Whatever's happening, you're breathing, smiling. One of my favorite lines from the movie Elf, I know we've all seen it more than once probably. And he says, smiling's my favorite. I think that all the time, smiling's my favorite. Okay, and then release, let your arms extend the legs, let everything soften in the softened, relaxed part. Good. And then stay in this extended, but just separate your legs a little bit wider apart. We're going to rock the big toes in towards each other and let them come out. So you're just just creating this little rainbow arc with your toes. It's moving the entire leg, the hips. Good. Okay. All right. Then we're going to bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. Okay, you might even lift your hips for a moment and then just set everything down again. And we're going to bring both knees into the chest. If you need your strap, you just put it in. Otherwise, just hug the knees and just rock in and out, giving yourself this little hug and the back massage. Good. Okay. From here, guys, we're going to go to basic twist. So I'm just going to let the knees hug in for a moment and then set the feet back on the floor. Open your arms out to the side, and you have the block on your right side. You can use, if you want to rest the knees. So with the feet on the floor, I'm going to drop the knees over to the right. So it takes the twist low, and I'm using the block, just resting the knee on there if that feels good. You don't need to use it, it's fine. And then just gently maybe lift your head, turn it to the left. Good, and then stay here. Let the jaw go, Maybe the left arm comes up and alongside the ear. Maybe the right arm comes up and alongside the ear. And just breathing into this body. And close your eyes if you like, and just be in the softening. Just notice whatever this is for you. One more breath. And then moving slow, bring your head back to center. Take the right arm back out. Take the left arm back out. Begin the inhale. Once you've begun the inhale, then lift the knees up. Readjust yourself. So maybe you lift the hips, put them back down. And then inhale. Begin the exhale and allow the knees to drop over to the left. And you can use your block there if you like. And then just settle. Feel the difference. And when you're ready, I'm going to lift the head, turn it to the right. Be there for a breath. Great. And then we'll take the right arm alongside your ear. Maybe the left arm. And just breathe. Just bathe yourself with your breath. I was in class yesterday with my teacher, Jan, from Winnipeg, and she said something during the practice that if you're not working with your breath, you're not doing yoga. And I feel that, and I know, you guys who've been doing this with me for a long time, the breath is the ultimate pinnacle of the pose, no matter what we're doing. How does this shape affect the breath? And now bring your head back to center. Take the left arm out. Take the right arm back out. Lift your knees up. Realign yourself. Good. And then we're going to hug the knees in. Rock in and out in a very nice way. We'll let the knees circle. And we're going to start with the hands on the knees. So maybe the palms on your kneecaps. And then keep the feet and the knees together if you can. And just start to make this, it's not a big circle. Really just rolling around on your sacrum. Let's do this one more time in this direction and then reverse. And you can bring in your smile, then we take out a lot of the thinking. Just allow the doing. Good. Okay. And then hug the knees in. I'm going to hug them in 3 times. So my hands are now at the kneecaps. I'm going to inhale, hug them in. Release, move your hands down, center of your shins, hug in. Release, see if you can take your hands down a little bit more and hug in. And then just make your way back up. So center of the shins, hug in. Kneecaps, hug in. And then lower your feet to the floor. Take your arms over your head. Let's widen the feet apart. Drop the knees together. Hinge and toe your feet. Maybe extend your arms a little more if you can. You can lift the right arm up, extend it. Lift the left arm up, extend it. See if you can get longer. And if the backs of the hands are on the floor, spread the fingers. Anchor the nails into the floor, even if they just make contact. Squeeze the knees and the thighs together, press the feet into the floor, and just lift your hips up even a micro bit. Breathe. So feel the feet are anchored. They're connected to the floor. Soften your jaw, maybe smile. One more breath. And as you exhale, lower your hips down. Stay here. As you inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, lower your arms down by your sides, or maybe 30, I was going to say 30 feet away, but just a little bit away from your body. You can turn your palms up, take a full breath in, breathe out, and separate your knees apart. Let's just go to Windshield Wiper. Again, you can take the arms out to the sides if that is nice. And just rocking side to side as a way of just releasing. Good. Okay, bring your knees back up. Let's heel toe the feet hip distance apart. And maybe they walk a little closer to your hips if that's there. Yes. Okay, take your arms right down by your sides. Palms are going to face down. anchor your upper arms to the earth. You're just going to plug in there. Okay, now take your attention to that, bottom of the ribs, mid back, and say the diaphragm area. This is also the place of the third chakra, your solar chakra. Great. In the center of your being. Let's see if you can soften. Relax there. Good. And then now we're going to lift the hips 3 times. So you're going to anchor the hands, the upper arms, soften the mid belly. And as you inhale, press your feet down, start to lift your hips wherever they don't need to come up super high. As they come up, I need to lift my head and replace. So find that. And then exhale and lower down as slow as you can, top to bottom. Like you're sinking into a nice warm tub on a cool night, even though you would never go into a tub that way. Just imagine you're immersing yourself. And then once you get down, release your exhale. And as you inhale, begin that lift again. And you can keep your arms down on the floor, or maybe you bend the elbows if you like that, or maybe the arms come over your head. And releasing as you exhale, nice and slow from top to bottom. Be very cognizant of your movements. Can you smooth them out? And we'll do one more. So feel your feet. Inhale, start to lift your hips. Put your arms wherever you like. Okay, we're going to stay here in the lift wherever you are. Support yourself. Breathe. Pulling the tailbone towards my knees. And then pressing from the knees into the feet. Soften your face. And now as you exhale, begin to lower down once again. I'm going to keep my arms over the head as you extend the legs out, just once again to this extended Supta Tadasana. And you can be in the soft place if you like, just let everything flop. Good. And now add some strength into this, extending through your arms, pressing through the heels. Drop into that mid section. Let it drop. Good. And if your arms are over your head as you inhale, take them up to the sky. And as you exhale, release them down, turn your palms up. Let's bend the knees, place the feet on the floor. Okay. If you need a windshield wiper to release your back, you throw it in. And then otherwise bring your knees in, or windshield wiper, then bring your knees in. A little bit of bringing the knees in and out as a way of, it's almost like cat-cow on your back, but we are getting right into the solar plexus area here. So as I bring the knees in, I do lift the tailbone a little bit. Okay, and then just settle with your knees into your chest in whatever way you can. Melt what you can. Maybe you need to tuck your chin. Okay, so I'm going to come back to knee circles, and if your back is happier holding onto your knees, you do that again. Otherwise, I'm going to take the arms out to the side, maybe palms down, maybe the arms come down a little bit. We'll move the knees over the hips and lift the heels in line with the knees for a moment. Just be here. Okay, and then we'll start to circle. And so these legs are now making a nice circle. Maybe the feet are drawing a big, huge circle. Just be in this, whatever you are doing is good work. Yes. Okay. Good. Do one more in this direction. So be aware of your back, what parts are getting massaged, and then change direction. And notice if it's very jagged for you, can you smooth it out? So that might mean slowing it down or creating a smaller circle. Make it smooth and bring in your smile as a way of not making it so serious. Good. Okay, last circle. Then I'm just going to hug the knees in. Drop in. Release your feet to the floor. And okay, and then grab a block. Let's lift the hips for a moment on the block. You can go lowest height, highest height, whatever you feel here, just to open this solar plexus midsection a little bit. I might stretch the legs out. So I'm on the lowest height. I'm going to take the arms over, but be higher, be on a higher height if you like that. Just pop onto the second height. See how that is. Just let everything melt over the block. If it's better to keep your legs bent, then do that. Honor yourself. You know, I'm saying all this because I know one of you has been going through some back stuff. So nothing like an injury to make you more aware of what you need to do to protect and keep yourself healthy. Good. Okay, one more breath. And then gently find a way to release off your block. Come back down to the floor. Readjust. And we're going to come back to twist. This time I'm going to deepen the twist. So we'll bring the knees in with the feet off the floor. And again, if it's better for you to do it the first way, you do it with the feet on the floor. Open your arms out to the side. And as you exhale, take your legs over to the right. And you could use your block to support. If you like that, you can also not. You can also pop between the knees. You know, if you're someone whose knees have a big gap, you can use your block. And then lift your head, just gently turn it to the left. Don't crank it, just wherever it's going to go. Let your jaw go. And then just melt in. Okay, we'll deepen the twist. So with the right arm, I'm going to bend at the elbow. Anchor the upper arm into the floor. Press down, lift the right shoulder, and just spin the chest a little more to the left. And then re-extend the right arm. Readjust your head. Drop in. And the next thing is we'll take the right hand and just rest it on top of this left thigh or left knee. I say rest, but I'm also anchoring. And then see if you can create a little space in this left mid waist. So maybe we extend this left hip towards the back of the mat and the left arm comes up and alongside the ear. And I could even extend that left arm at the same time as I'm extending the waist away. So opening the left side. Breathing. And then just feel the breath, the flow of the breath. Whatever shape you're in, the breath is being encouraged into places. Maybe it needs to go and refresh. Good. Okay, last full breath in. And as you exhale, just take your arms back out, bring your head back to center. And then you can either bring the knees into the chest or feet to the floor and then lift your knees, realign. So hug your knees or lift your hips, whatever you need to do to realign. Good. And then inhale and exhale. We'll move the knees over to the left side. Prop up or don't. And just be here. Once you're settled, lift the head. Gently let it turn to the right. Not cranking, just experiencing. And so we let the breath and the body assume the shape. Drop into it. And then we'll bend the left forearm. So you anchor the upper arm into the floor. So you can lift your left shoulder a little bit, spin your chest more to the right. The head might need an adjustment. And then be here and breathe. Okay, next thing I'm going to take that left hand and just rest it on top of the right knee, right thigh, anything there. Maybe a little bit of pressure. And then we want to find more space in the right side of the body. So right hip, just gently pressing away. Right arm up and alongside your ear. And be here and breathe. You can add a little bit of extension through the right arm, even more through the right hip. Be playfully curious. How can I say strong and soft? One nice big breath in. Side out. And then replace the arms back out. The head back. Bring the knees up, either feet to the floor or hug the knees in. Okay, and then we'll lower the feet to the floor. Let's find that block again and come back onto the sacral lift. So whatever height you like, I'm going to go to the second height this time. Good. And then even the feet on the floor is a great release. If you want to extend the legs, it can be nice, not nice. Maybe the arms over the head if you like that. I'm going to keep my heels on the floor and the feet like I'm standing on them. That does bring a certain amount of work into the inner thighs, the hips. So be wherever you need to be here. Receive what you need from this lift on the block. One more breath. Good. Okay, if your legs are extended, rebend. Your arms are over your head, bring them back down. Lift your hips, sneak the block out, lower all the way down. Good. Okay, so find your strap. Find your blocks if they're beside you. You can meet them. Good. And then let's bring the right foot into the strap. And we'll just extend the leg. And then the left leg can stay bent. Go straight out. Okay. So here's what I want to feel. You straighten the leg, and I know this could be a lot at the beginning, so you need to keep it bent. Maybe let's take it. Actually, let's do this. Let's take a few moments. You hold the strap. Just move that right leg in some way, like in and out, front and back. You can bend the knee. Just take your time. Welcome yourself to the pose, and then pointing and flexing your foot a few times. Just take your time, and then when you feel ready, you'll settle with the leg up. Just feel, maybe the leg wants to drop away more. Maybe that's better for you. As I drop the leg, here I have the leg 45 degrees. I can feel the hips relax a little bit more. And then you can start to bring it up. But, don't feel that you have to be right up at the sky here. We're just opening the leg without standing on it. Just allow the back of your leg, even imagining the back of your knee. Oh, my knee's opening. Even just saying it. Soften into the shoulders. You could let the hands slide down the strap to the upper arms, come down to the floor. So that does open the chest a little bit. Lets the shoulders relax. And the arms extended is nice too. So just be playfully curious. As the leg starts to open, you might add a little bit more flexion into your foot. Okay, and then when you feel ready, I'm just going to start to wave the foot side to side, or wave the leg side to side. And it's just a very small movement. Maybe moving a couple inches to one side through center, a couple inches to the other. And with these small movements, just feel, the rocking in your back, the muscles in your legs, soften your jaw. Good. Okay. And then bring your leg back to center, wherever you feel center is. Take both ends of the strap into the right hand and take the left arm out. Now, as you exhale, we're going to open this right leg out to the side. You might switch hands really quick to use your block, and the block might come to rest maybe underneath. And I've just angled it. I don't know if you can see it. I have it on the second height. I'm just angling it so the face of the side is supporting my thigh. But it could also be out here, depending on what you like. So just, okay, how can I use this block to help? And then I'll take the strap into the right hand again, left arm out. And we'll let the left leg relax. So you need to keep adjusting the block, changing the height. Just feel, let this be good. Maybe highest height of the block, up at the shin. Just find it so you can be here in this opening. Maybe you add a little flexion of your toes, spreading of the toes, and softening into this opening. melt through the mid waist as much as you can. And that's, even though there's stuff happening here, hopefully you could still be aware of what's happening in the mid waist. Okay. Take one more breath. Okay, so if you're feeling, let's add some strength here. You can stay in this restful place or start to add in the left leg, like I'm standing on the foot. I'm gonna add in the right leg. I'm gonna lift the right leg just off the block. And I'm really letting the leg hold itself. Hand is holding the strap, and that does help. But if I'm not holding the strap, I can keep the leg there. And so that's your choice. If you want to do that or just be in the rest. Start to just pull this leg a little bit. And then we'll inhale. Take the leg all the way up. Before we go to the second side, release the strap. Lower the leg all the way down and just be in this pseudo Shavasana so you can feel, what's changed. And I love this pose, guys, and I know we've all done this where you can actually feel that there's something that's been changed in the right side of your face. If you just, from the inside, you can't feel it with your fingers. It's just an internal softening through the muscles of the face. Good. Okay, we're going to do right leg again. So we're going to take it now over to the opposite side. And you have your block. You can put it on the highest height. Okay, so right leg comes back in. Find the strap. We'll start with the leg extended for a moment, just so you find it again, in case you forgot. And then we'll take both hands. Actually, let's start with the right hand holding both straps. And that way we have the left hand to grab the block and to help guide it in. And so you might rest the outer edge of, or the big toe edge of your foot on the block. You have to let your whole body turn to the left. So the left leg has also turned and I'm on the baby toe edge of the foot there. And then put the block either at the foot, middle of your shin. Just see what works for you. Then once I have that, and feel free to let the leg go lower than the hip. Then I'll take the left hand, hold both ends of the strap again, open the right arm, and reminiscent of our twist. So take your time to be here, feel what you need. And if opening to the twist makes it a little bit too much, then just stay, more on your left side. The right hand can rest on this right thigh. So you can make it less. I just did a little lift of the chest that we did in the twist and turning the chest more to the right. And then we'll be here and close your eyes, soften, or add a little bit of strength. You're being curious, what does your body want to do in this shape? If it works to take the right arm alongside the ear, just to find a little bit of extension through the right side waist. And also move this right hip away. My left leg is a little active, just enough. And then find your breath. Ultimately, it is about, the freeing of the breath into these shapes as things open in the body, as we create space, which is ultimately what we want. We want everything inside to be spacious and buoyant, like it was when we were 3. Before stress, and hopefully before 3, no stress, hopefully. I mean, that's probably not, whatever. Okay, you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to pontificate on our childhoods. Just re-embodying, the youthful freedom. Take one more full breath in and out. Okay, if you're back stuck, maybe you come out this way. You're going to bend the left leg and then start to lift the right leg up. And then as you come up, the left foot can be on the floor. You could also just have it extended. Okay, I'm going to take both hands, hold the strap again into this Supta Pada. And just take a moment to feel, you did this, we started this however many minutes ago. Hopefully your leg feels a little bit happier. Okay, let's open the strap nice and wide. So your hands are on either end, and we're just going to slide the foot from side to side. Let the strap also massage your foot. So feel free to let it walk towards the heel, back, and it might even turn into a bit of a circling. But we're also, connecting to the sole of the foot. The hip is doing some work. The belly's getting a little bit of a massage. Whenever you're doing side to side or circling, let it be. So good. Good. Okay, and then bring it to center. And I'm going to keep the arms nice and wide and just move. Maybe let's do this. Let's take the arms over your head. And so the palms are facing each other, but I'm just gripping the strap, and we're just going to move the leg over the head and back, and knowing that, you're only going to go obviously to your own capacity. Just let the arms move. So everything's kind of supporting this. The foot is supporting, the arms are supporting. Breathe. Smooth it out in any way. Good. Okay. And then let's just take a moment, one full breath in and out, and whatever part of the shape you want to just rest into. And then we'll release the strap, lower the leg all the way down, and rest into everything you have changed. You can feel it. There's something really nice and grounding about doing this work while you're on your back and resting into the floor. Okay, so I'm just going to realign my blocks so I know where they are. And then we're going to remember everything we did on the right side to the left side. And we'll start with the foot into the strap. And we're coming up to the first part of this pose and knowing that, things are not quite open yet. So do what you need to do, like take a few moments, move your leg, maybe you bend the knee, straighten, maybe it's just turning, whatever you need to do, just find some playful movement, just bring you in here. You'll settle, when you're ready, you'll settle into the leg lifted. Again, if it needs to move down 45 degrees, that's where the strap is super handy. So just be where you need to be. Deeply in your own body, your own experience, whatever's happening. And find your smile as a way of softening. Okay, as the leg starts to open, and that might not be happening yet, as it starts to happen, you think my knee is open, back of my knee is open. And maybe you'll add a little bit of flexion through the toes, sole of the foot. Right leg can be very relaxed. You can soften and heel the hip. And whatever you're feeling, waking up, or any muscles that are talking, that's a great opportunity. Good. Okay. Good. And then from here, so I'm still holding the strap and breathing, softening into the mid body, the diaphragm area, the jaw, the shoulders. You want to let your arms come down to bring your upper arms to the floor. You might like that better. And softening your outer hip. And then we're just going to start to bring the leg over just a couple inches one way and the other way. So it's just very small movement. Really, you might even feel the body shifting a little bit. Just be aware of, what happens? What am I feeling here? This little bit of movement. It might even be imperceptible if you're watching me. So just a little bit side to side. That's it. Yes. Okay. And then bring the leg back to center. So you feel what center is. Good. Okay, I'm going to activate the right leg, activate the left leg, soften anything you can. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to take the leg out to the left, but I'm going to keep the right hand holding the strap so I can use the left hand to adjust the block. Take the leg out to the side, and you put that block highest height, middle height. Maybe it goes into the center of the thigh, maybe up at the hip. maybe the center of your calf. Maybe, you find it. And then once you've found where you feel, okay, good support, not rocking too much onto the left side, then let the left hand hold both ends of the strap and the right arm open. And be here. So I do feel a stretch happening in the inner thigh. I just share that. You don't have to feel it there. Whatever you're feeling is what you're feeling. If you want to bend the right leg, do that. And then just melt in. Allow the pose to unfold. Good. Okay. Just be here. Soften, even taking your mind back to this mid-waist section. You can even take your right hand and massage the mid-belly, mid-waist. You just kind of feel, oh yeah, this part of my body above the navel, soften. Good. Okay, so you take one more full breath in and out, adding a little flexion into the foot. And then you can stay in this restful, I say restful place. It doesn't mean, maybe it's not. Whatever it is for you. I'm going to lift the chest, spin a little bit more to the right. Now I'm going to activate that left leg and I'm going to lift it up off the block and just be here in this extended, both legs are working now. You might even be able to pull this left leg up a little bit, but maybe not. Whatever you're doing, I honor it's good work. Good. And then on your inhale, friends, we'll lift the leg up. Once you've lifted the leg, separate the strap, both hands, find this leg lifted again. Readjust whatever you need to adjust. Take a few breaths here. Soften from heel to hip. Good. Okay. And then I'll take both ends of the strap into the left hand, just so the right hand is free to use adjust the block. And then as you exhale, roll onto your right side completely. Let the right leg turn. And you find wherever you want to put this block. It might go right to the foot. And highest height, middle height, they're all good. All good. Once you've found it, right hand holds the strap, left arm may open to the side. For some of you might just keep the left hand, do a little bit of, just turn slowly. That right leg is still turned. And then breathing into whatever it is. Once you're settled, yeah, so it's a big exhale. Now I want to find, can I open up this left side waist a little bit? So I press the left hip away. I'm taking the left arm up and alongside the ear. Might even be pressing the right leg away from me a little bit. Anchoring into the block, whatever it is you recruit, for stability, for your strength, and then for the softness. Okay, don't take any tension into those places we massage, right, the third eye or even between the eyebrows, we have this burrowing thing here. You might even take your index finger and just rest it or press right between your eyebrows. Smile. Soften around the shape of the pose through your breath. Good. Okay, let's take one more full breath in. Release that breath. Okay, and if you need to bend the right leg first before you come back on your back to lift up, do that. Find your way, readjust. I have my right leg back extended. And then separate the strap and just come back to this first part of your Supta Pada. Supta, lying on your floor. Pada is your leg or your foot lifted. Breathe here. Feel. Good. Okay, soften through the midsection. And then we'll open the arms out to the side. And again, start to just draw this line. Moving the leg side to side, knee bent or not. It's all working. It's really massaging, opening the sole of the foot as the strap slides around the foot. The leg is moving. And you are enjoying just being grounded, releasing. Just being told what to do is sometimes can be very nice, sometimes not so nice, but hopefully right now this releases your thoughts for this moment. Good. Okay. And if your leg is moving in a circle, that's all fine. Just be here for another few moments. And this great gift of moving. Good. Okay. And then we'll bring the leg back up. Hold the strap. Be here for one breath. Maybe pull the leg in a little bit if it's there. And then we'll release the strap, lower the leg all the way down. Be in pseudo Shavasana. And just feel all the work you've done, nice and grounded. Good. Okay. Move the strap out of the way. Just make sure the blocks aren't going to crash to the floor. And then we'll bend the knees one at a time. I'm going to put the block underneath the hips again. So no, you can put if you want to use both blocks, you could just stack them one on top of the other, give yourself a nice base, a little higher, or you could even keep them together, second height. So go to wherever you like. I'm going to go third height this time. And just rest in, let the diaphragm, mid-back, upper chest, whatever is touching the floor. You want to stretch your legs, that's great too. Just find your sacrum face resting on the block. So it's not too, the block is even. Be here in this upside down. Okay, if you want to lift your legs, then I'm going to hold on to the block, lift the legs up, but your feet on the floor is all good too. Just let everything soften. And if you have your legs lifted, I'm going to keep the left leg lifted and just drop the right leg down, and it might just stay in line with the hip. It might touch the floor, but that's not necessary. Good. And then I'm going to switch. So lift the right leg up, lower the left leg. Keep the face soft. Press out through your heels. You don't have to be doing any of this. I'm going to switch one more time. Take a full breath in and out in between. Last switch for me. Good. And then we'll take the legs up if that's where you are. If you want to open the legs out to the side, press out through the heels and go for that. And if you have your feet on the floor, you might just widen them out. Good. Press the sacrum into the block. And then take your legs back up if that's where you were. I'm going to bend the knees, take the feet to the floor, maybe at the same time, but it doesn't matter. Good. Okay. I'm going to just soften over the block. Maybe the arms over the head if that's helpful and interesting. Good. And then we'll bring the arms back. We'll lift the hips, take the block out, lower yourself all the way down. Set the block aside. We're going to come to Windshield Wipers. So set yourself up for that. And then before you go in, guys, your knees always want to go one way first. So notice that. And as you exhale, start on the opposite side. And then just moving side to side. You might make your feet wider. Just moving the whole hip joint, low back, mid back, creating space from the diaphragm or where the xiphoid process where your ribs join all the way down. Good. Okay. Oh my gosh, time goes so fast when we do a practice like this, I find. Okay, I'm going to take the feet to the floor. I'm going to hug the knees in. Just rock the knees in and out. And then maybe move the knees side to side as a way of just massaging your back. You could turn that into a circle if you like, or just move side to side, whatever feels good. Good. Okay. And then we're going to set up for Shavasana, guys. How fast does that go? I'm going to just do some rock and rolls here just to massage the back and bring myself up to sitting to set up for Shavasana. You don't have to do that. You just roll to your side and come up. Just massage yourself in the part that never really gets it. Okay, and we'll set up for a really nice Shavasana, and I'm going to take a blanket. I'm just going to fold it so it's this shape. Yeah, and then take the bolster and put the bolster underneath the knees and the calves. Take the blocks, put them at the back here for the feet. And then I'm just gonna lay that blanket, and then they might be pretty close together. I'm gonna put the blanket on top of the blocks, and then this one for the head, so that heels are supported, head maybe. So if you're interested, I'm going to show you my little head wrap. So I lie down, I have the shoulders on the blanket, the head, and I reach over, and I grab the corners, and I just roll them under, right together so that they support the head and the neck, and then just kind of mush them in, support your head. So if you like that, a nice cushioning, and then cover your eyes. If you like, cover yourself. And rest into this grounding, this healing. I'm going to call it, we've opened the body. And we've really connected to the earth in this practice, the grounding support. And just let all of that be. Make any adjustments, take the first few moments of your rest to make any movements you need. And then try and be as still as you can. Feeling the flow of your breath. And if you're carrying a lot of stress or anxiety right now, then I offer you this mantra, which is, I am breathing in as you breathe in. I am breathing out as you breathe out. And you can stay with that mantra as long as you like. And you'll release it as you're ready. Just be in your stillness. And in the stillness, the energy is flowing, breath is flowing, the body is flowing. Even though it's still, nothing is still. It's consciously connecting to all that you are offering yourself right here in this moment. Notice any tension in your eyes. And let your eyes settle down deep into their sockets, deep into their space. As if you almost feel that your eyes are resting into the center of your skull. And you're looking inwards into the beauty, the glow, sparkle of you, your vibrant life force, energy. Notice any place you're still holding tension, the back of your head, your shoulders, your heart. And just for this moment, let go. Let go. And staying in your rest, melting more deeply. And staying here, friends, if you want to stay in your Shavasana for longer, I honor that. It's beginning to just tap into the flow of your breath, a very nice healing way. Letting the breath massage and bathe and soften anything on offer right now at this moment. And feeling into that mid section of you. Maybe tuning into how the breath is flowing from the mid diaphragm area into the upper chamber, lower chambers of your body. As you feel ready, start to bring in little movements through the fingers, the toes, the ankles, the wrists. Extending yourself nice and long. And then bending your knees and staying there or bringing the knees into your chest. Just feeling into your back, low back, midsection. Going to your side, just resting on your side for a few moments. Extending this time of you time. It's a sacred time. Bringing yourself up to sitting in your time. Say it again, nice and slow. Just take a few moments to just be in this sit and in this energy space and in this quiet, almost lingering in your practice without moving into whatever's coming next too quickly. After you've taken a few moments here, and then you'll inhale and lengthen yourself tall. And exhale, join the palms together in front of the heart and bow your chin with great reverence for all that you offer yourself, and even just taking this time. It's a deposit in the bank. Your health and your wellness. And so into that, as you inhale, grow nice and tall, lift your chin. And exhale here, and we'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra and an Om to seal it. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy, and may we be happy. Nice big inhale. Bowing your chin, release your exhale breath into your hands. Catch that sacred breath. Put what you need in there. And then when you feel ready, you'll lift your chin and open your eyes and just bless yourself. And then we'll just send it out and bless each other. Yes, and great love. Bring it back. Yes, hug your heart. And so much love, guys. I appreciate you being here, honor your practice, and I'm going to set the tone for your day. Healing and wellness and good loving energies. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I see you. All right. Yes, I'll take that. Send it back. And we'll see you guys very soon. So much love, everybody. Have a good day.